You've never played the FPP free rolls? Well, I definitely recommend them. I think part of it is it suits my schedule because I don't really have time for tournaments during the week, but at the weekends on a Saturday or a Sunday I'd have time maybe on a Saturday evening to play tournaments, and the VIP free rolls are always on a Saturday. Yeah, the 25-cent sit and goes. They're good tournaments to grind out though. Back in the days of the Cowboy Challenge when Hano used to be around, I used to do the Cowboy Challenge. We'd play out the 100 25-cent sit and goes. It used to be fun. Those were good old days. It's hard to know exactly what to be playing, and I think I used to make the mistake of I used to chop and change my games all the time. I'd run well for a while, say play sit and goes, and then I'd do bad for a while and I'd stop playing sit and goes and move to cash tables, and I think chopping and changing too often didn't help me either. Okay, 30 spots off the next pay jump here in the Silver Star free roll. There's 594 left, and the next pay jump is at 561st spot. Currently third in chips overall. I think the Cowboy Challenge is something that we should resurrect at PSO. A ton of players used to play that, and it used to be very, very popular. I know I certainly enjoyed it when I started off. So it'd be definitely something to look into again. And the fact that you're crushing it now, Invizment, shows that you're making that improvement as well. I'm all in at the Chrome Star free roll with Ace Queen offsuit. Very short stacked. Go to the pot four-handed. Pocket kings are there, so I need an ace, which doesn't come. And we're out of the Chrome Star. So just the one tournament left now, which is this one here, the Silver Star free roll. Four aces now is all in on the button and gets a walk. Blind level has just gone up now to 1200, 600. Here we have ace 10. I'm not sure if I like min raising here, but I do want to see the flop as cheaply as possible, I suppose. Now I see players min raising now with aces and kings as well as ace king, especially at this stage of a tournament. I think if Mr. Masawa goes all in here, I would have probably called him. He's only got 3,400 left behind. Going to bet to 2004 and he decides to fold. Guess he didn't have an ace. 6-8 off, we will let go. Soto is all in from early position. Is he under the gun? Yeah, he's under the gun. So Soto from Portugal is all in for about, I don't know, 4 and a bit big blinds. Probably the right thing to do, and he's probably doing this with any 2 cards because being so short stacked, you could expect him to have King, Queen, King Jack, Ace 10, Ace 7 even. He gets 1 caller, so we are going to see a flop. Ace Jack against Ace 4, and he flops the rummy. He gets the nut flush on the flop. So Soto gets a double up. 10-5 suited under the gun, we'll let that go. Happy to do that. Wonder what Captain Kirk thinks of that nut flush from Soto. The effective stack, or the smallest stack at the table now, is Creole, who's here to my left. And he's going to make a decision pretty soon because he's going to be blinded out very shortly. We have made the next pay jump. We're now up to $9. We've passed the 560 mark, so there's only 544 left. Just going to take a quick look at the lobby to see what the next pay jump is. Next pay jump is 441st, which will bag me $12 if I get there. I'm just trying to end Bizland. I know we're on about the Cowboys challenge earlier, and I'm trying to remember how that worked. And I know we used to play 100 games, but we didn't need 100 buy-ins. We used to start off with, I think it was it 25 buy-ins at a certain level? How many buy-ins used we start off with for that? Jack 4 in the small blind, I'm going to fold. If you can remember in Bizland. Or how exactly did it work? I know that the challenge was to play 100 games of whatever your chosen buy-in was for whatever sit and go you were playing. 45 mans or 90 mans. I used to play the 25-cent ones, and then I think once or twice I tried my hand at the $1 ones, and I used to grind out a profit at them. But then again, I used to play extremely tight, like open league style tight. Those were back in the day when I was watching the Space Gravy videos for sit and goes. They were brand new at the time at Poker School Online. Here we are on the button with a nice little hand, King Jack suited. You know, we can't nearly call any raise that's before us. So we have a nice stack here. We have everybody at the table more or less covered. Soto went all in before with Ace 4 suited. So I want to get heads up with him. I think I could have equity against him heads up. And he's on pocket 4s. And I flop a great draw. But don't get there. Wow. I had all the outs in the world, but I just didn't get there on that one. Yeah, that's it in Bizland. $25 or 25 buy-ins. 25 buy-ins at your chosen level. So for the 25-cent games then, how many buy-ins was it? Was it $6.50? Yeah, it was $6.25 was your starting bankroll for the 25-cent games. Well, why don't we do one then? We'll start one up. I want to look into there's different types of software out there now that you can look after a rail, like as if you had a stake. You could look after your rail on it, and I want to look into that software first before I start it, because it's just going to be, and not that I'm going to be doing a stake on it, but it'll be easy for me to manage it with this software. So let me have a look into that, and then I think, yeah, I will start one. I think it could be a good challenge. Although I'm going to do it at my leisure, because I don't have a huge amount of time to play sit and goes. And if you run deep in one of those sit and goes, it's usually about 2.5 hours. Okay, so 481 players and 441 spots pays the next pay jump. So 40 spots off the next pay jump. Okay, so we'll do that in Bizland. We'll start up a brand new round of cowboy challenges. We'll resurrect it. Hano is a guy that's just fallen off the planet. I haven't seen him. Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth. I haven't seen that dude in about 2 years. Or heard of him in about 2 years. I haven't seen him. Like, I used to be friends with him on Facebook. I'm not sure if I still am. I have to check. I haven't seen him in the forums anywhere online, in any of the different forums. So I don't know where he's gone to. Hano was a good guy. A7 takes down a pot there. Here we're kind of out of position. Medium strength hand. Probably fold to a re-raise if it's dependent on the size of it. Rooster Donkey's having a think about it. In the hijack position. Yeah, I remember he was on Skype as well, but I not again. It's the same as Facebook. I don't know if he's still on Skype. The ace on the board here. It's a pretty dry flop. Here comes another ace. It's hard to call this. Like, I don't think Sato has an ace. But then, if you did call, he's probably afraid that he's not going to get value if he did have one. Of course, he could have a 3 or a 6 either, or he could have something like 8s, 7s, anything like that. Ace with the rag under the gun, so we'll let that one go. Yeah, Hano was a good guy, and Hano was a good trainer too. And he used to always keep it fun and interesting. He used to run little promotions in his home game club and last longers and stuff like that. So I used to enjoy Hano's sessions. Hano was one of the trainers when I first started at Poker School Online. He was one of the trainers that was there. At the time it used to be Dave that done most of the cash game action, and then Hano would do the sit and go action, and then I can't remember who we had for the tournaments at the time. Probably Dave done a bit of the tournaments as well. But we had another trainer that back then too called Horrors, Andre. Andre used to do a lot of the heads up stuff.